Alright, so let's make this one the driving one. So, getting your Japanese driver's license, if you're an American, is a massive pain. A massive, massive pain. It is a huge pain in the butt. Here are the reasons why. Because we're from America and we drive on the right side of the road and Japan drives on the left side of the road, they pretty much already have it that you don't know what you're doing. Even though the basic rules of the road in both countries are very similar. There's really no difference between a couple of things like using your emergency flashers, stuff like that. But outside of that, the rules are basically the exact same. So, in order for you to start the process, you need to go to the DMV and submit paperwork. And your paperwork basically consists of your basic information, as well as your driver's license, your alien card or residence card or gaijin card, whichever way you want to call it, it's all the same. And you need your license from your home country. You also need a driving record of some sort and proof that you were in the country a minimum of 3 months after you received your license, whether it be your first one or your current one now. So if you have your old driver's license, like your very first one, bring it. They'll accept that. That shows that was the first one you got. Then you got this one. So you're in the country for that long. The other way to do it is to use your passport. The problem with your passport is that if there's no exiting stamp, then they don't accept it. So in the US, what don't they do? Exiting stamps. So so that'll put a kink in the process. But yeah, there's that. So next thing is you got to go turn all the paperwork in. Now, if you already have your driver's license, like I did, then one thing you can do, konnichiwa, one thing you can do, or that you get to do, as an American, this isn't, I'll talk about the other people as well. You have to take a written test and you have to take a driving test. So the first written test is only 10 questions long, and they're really, really easy. Like, really easy. I mean, one of them is, alright, so in Japan, there's a blue sign with a white arrow, and there's a white sign with a blue arrow. The way that those things work is that if it's a white sign with a blue arrow, that lets you turn on left without the light. So without the light, you can still turn on left if that sign's there. If it's not there, you can't turn left. The other one, the blue sign with the white arrow, means that it's a one-way. I could be wrong though, because I haven't looked at that in a while, and most of the time I wait till the light turns anyway, because in this country I don't want to get in trouble. Alright, so it's basic stuff. The tip for that one is read up on the signs, because the signs are the only things that are really different. The rules of the road are basically the same. Still skim through it, because there's a few little things here and there, but for the most part, that was really, really easy. So the next one is your driving test, the actual driving test. That one is the beast. That's the beast of the East. It's stupid. It's just my opinion. But if you are from America, then your driving test was most likely something very simple. It was very practical. It was you with an instructor in the car, and you basically just drove. Like, you went around. For me, we just drove around a subdivision, And, you know, they told me, turn left, turn right, go forward, stop, do this, you know, simple stuff. Well, for this one, don't think of it as a test, as more of a ceremony. For the ceremony, you have to make specific things at specific times. So, like, you have to check your mirrors in a very specific way. You got to go rear, then if you're turning right, you check side, back, forward, then you can turn. Same thing if you're turning left, they have something called a bicycle check, and the bicycle is just mirror, window, and then after you've done that, you can pretty much follow the rest. It is it's a scam. Because the thing is, you'll take this test and they won't tell you what's on it. They'll give you some papers as to like things you should kind of do, but it doesn't cover everything. It doesn't even cover half of it. So that in and of itself isn't very helpful. So they have tests set up, and the tests are Gosenet, which is 5,000 yen, which is $50 American per hour. And you're going to need to take 2 just to get that extra practice, because the guys who do it, they'll walk you through it, and he or she will drive you through it. They know what to do. They know what the instructors are looking for. So, yeah. But yeah, you need the lessons. Either that, or you need a friend that can tell you what you need to do at specific times. Because they want you to put your blinkers on at a certain time. They want you to do checks in a very specific way. You need to speed up and slow down in certain parts. You can't put your foot on the brake at all in certain parts, like not even just resting your foot on the brake. You can't just move it over. It has to stay on the gas pedal. So take your lessons. Yeah. And the reason why I say it's a scam is because, you know, you don't know what you're doing until you take the lessons, but also each time you take it, you have to pay money to take the written test if you didn't finish it. Then you have to pay money to get your papers processed through for the driving test, and then you have to pay another one for a driving ticket. And if you fail, then you have to keep paying for your documents to go through and buying another ticket each time you try. So there's that. Then you also have, if you pass, which is a fantastic feeling because that means that you did what you're supposed to do, then you have to pay for the paperwork to go through and your license on top of that. So altogether, if you're doing it just a one-time go through, you pass everything, there's no fails whatsoever, you're going to spend around $60. That's not including the lesson. If you put the lesson in, you're going to spend around like $160. Now, is it worth it? If you're planning on living here for a while, yeah. So, I mean, I plan on living here for a while. I don't know how long, but definitely more than just 2 years. So I need my license so I can get around, especially, I mean, as you can see, I have to drive where I'm at. It's kind of a necessity. Now for the other people, like if you're from the UK or if you're from Australia or anywhere that basically drives on the left-hand side of the road, you have a much easier process. All you do is you show up, you submit your documents, and then you pay a small amount. I think you take either the eye exam or you do the eye exam and the test, but I'm pretty sure you just do like the eye exam and then you pay money and you get your license. It's a much easier process if you're not from the States. It's a little bit unfair, but it's whatever. I didn't take it too personally. I was just more miffed at the you have to have lessons to know what's going on type deal. That was just me. But yeah, that's it for driving. I mean, basics are just read the book. You could skim through most of it, but I say study the signs, because the signs will trip you up more than anything, because their signs are a little bit different. Some of them are self-explanatory, like this one. That's obviously rocks are falling, be careful. But there's other ones that there's a little gray area, like ones about no parking or no stopping. Those are a little funny. But yeah, definitely take the lessons unless somebody's taught you what to do. I may do a video that just shows like the driving etiquette that they want. That may help some people out. But yeah, and then make sure your documentation's in order. Be careful though, because there's a friend of mine. He was from Jamaica, and he had been traveling a lot of places, so his passport had a lot of stamps, but only a couple of like exit stamps, because Jamaica doesn't do exit stamps either, neither does the US. So whenever he went there, they had a problem with his passport, and they didn't believe that he was Jamaican, even though like anybody who understands English and knows accents, you know, they know he's Jamaican. I mean, he's got the accent. So he had to go through a lot of stuff, and then he's having to contact his embassy to try to get proof that he's Jamaican. It's all just, I mean, it's funny, but it's also sad and very angering. So, you know, just make sure your documents are in order, because that's how this country thrives. They want your paperwork A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And that's about it for the driving one. It's going to be a painful process if you don't do at least like the lessons and whatnot. So yeah, I had to do it 3 times myself. So anybody who fails it once or twice, don't feel bad, because once I got the lessons, I did everything the guy told me to do. Boom, like one time, one and done. It was just weird. So that's it for this one. Hope you enjoy it. Hopefully this helps someone out. And I think I will do a driving one, and I'll just show you like the checks that you need to take, stuff like that, and maybe that'll help someone else out, because I had no idea. Here's a tip. If you've got a old receipt from like a pay stub, something like that, bring that with you. If you're quitting your job before you come over here and you're trying to get it, save that last one, because that's like indefinite proof that you've lived in the country X amount of months after your license. So that would have been one thing that would have helped me out. I didn't know about it, so now you do. So that's it. I guess I'll see you later.